Hey guys, Justin Campbell of Fairway Mortgage, and happy Red Friday. Got the red on again, and shout out to the board farmer's wife who hooked me up with some awesome quarter zip shirts. Check it, love the new logo. Anyway, hey, so we are on site today, and we're going to talk about two different things. So I'll have two different videos coming out. The first one is going to be on kind of some FHA items that when you're looking at houses you can watch out for. And then the second one will be on manufactured homes specifically. So I'm going to flip the camera around here, and we're going to kind of go through this home. All right, so as you guys can see, this is a manufactured house. And again, we're on location. So shout out to the real estate agent, Brandon Sneath, who let me borrow his home for the day to shoot these couple videos. So the first thing that we're going to talk about with FHA financing is this deck, okay? So number one, because it's a deck on a manufactured home, two things we want to look for is it attached to the home? And actually it is not, so that's awesome. Secondly, what we want to look for is the type of material that this is. So is this a green treated board or is it raw wood? If it's raw wood, it's going to have to be painted. But this one does look like it's treated lumber, so all good there. Now, another thing we're going to look for on FHA financing is this right here. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is a torn window screen, right? That's not going to be able to pass for FHA financing. As we continue to walk around the house, something else to look at is the downspouts. These ones look really good. I've seen some that maybe don't have extensions on them. That poses a problem, but those look good. Again, we're going to kind of continue. So obviously this house is not ready to be listed yet. So the growing foliage on there is something we won't talk about right now. Something else that we commonly see, which I don't see a whole lot of on this house, which is nice, but sometimes on the siding, you will see some algae on there. And depending upon how bad it is, it may need to be pressure washed before you have an appraiser come out. Downspouts, this is exactly what I was talking about. See how it doesn't have an extension on it? So this poses a problem because that water just runs straight down to the ground by the foundation and can cause issues. So we definitely want to look for that. Something else you can kind of see, so on the guttering, again, that's kind of the algae that we were talking about. On the roof, if you look right up there at the top of the roof, you can kind of see where there's a missing shingle up there, and right up there at the top. That's something you'll want to look for as well. Are shingles popping off? Are there any that are kind of rolled up? Do they have damage? And yeah, so that's kind of a quick walk around of the outside for things to look at for FHA. Again, something else that I noticed, we've got some wires here. Depending upon what they are, maybe taking cable tie it down so it's not just running all around everywhere. I did notice, so this property does have an outbuilding. So right there is the outbuilding. So let's go take a look at that real quick. And the reason why I bring up outbuildings is because on FHA or USDA or VA, on an outbuilding, even though it's not the primary residence or the primary structure, peeling chipping paint is a big thing here in Indiana. And so as you guys can see, it definitely would have peeling chipping paint. So it's going to have to be taken care of. And as we open it up, you can see, it's got some broken boards in there as well, some other things. So this definitely, if I was going to be listing this property for sale, or if I was looking at to maybe buy even as a potential buyer, what I would ask is that this be removed before closing. Taken down, removed off the property. If you wanted to keep it, you certainly could, but again, you're going to have a lot of work to do with something like that. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I just threw that. I picked it up out of the grass so they could mow better. You've got some down trees as well. So with this particular property, something else that I would be, if I was going to be listing it or looking for types of financing, that definitely poses a safety and security issue and will have to be rectified beforehand. From this view, you can kind of see, we'll zoom in a little bit on that roof here. So you can see the black part there. So that, again, if this house were to be currently listed for sale, that would be something else that FHA would pick up on. So again, just a few things. I think we've covered quite a bit in this video about what to look for FHA or VA or USDA financing. So guys, there you go. That was a quick little tour of around the house and breaking down some common things that we see with FHA, USDA, or VA financing. So basically any type of government financing. Keep in mind that you know, for any home really that's going to be listed, that's going to be allowed for financing opportunities, it does need to be an average to above average condition. So keep that in mind as well. And again, God, I love these shirts, man. Hope you guys take care. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, 317-561-1051. Take care.